Actually, that is a little low. Let me turn that up a wee bit. There we go. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You may have noticed a while back we decided to do playthroughs of the Taxman versions of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, if they were actually ported to PC.
Right.
Now we're going up to Sonic CD, which is the one Taxman port that actually is official.
Really?
And was officially brought to PC.
Ah.
Oh, I mean, I guess technically the 1 and 2 ports are official, they just never had console ports.
Yeah, it's just that, Sonic CD is pretty much the outlier, where not only did it have a PC port, it also got ported to, the consoles at the time, like Xbox 360, PS3, so on and so forth, and, I know it got a few extra updates on iOS, but that's about it, and that's pretty much all she wrote until Christian Whitehead got to do Sonic Mania years later. But, with that all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog CD, pretty much the in-between between Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, while still more or less feeling like a sequel to Sonic 1 in that it's primarily Sonic and a whole slew of new characters you never heard of up until that point.
Right.
Like Eggman.
And as we talked about during Sonic 1 and 2, this was Christian Whitehead's, whoa! Animation. Yeah, this was Christian Whitehead's, big jump into the Sonic, porting scene.
Yep, and as for Sonic CD itself, it was a pretty special little thing because it was released for the ill-fated Sega CD, and this animation that you're seeing here was supplied by the expert animators over at Team Junio, which is a subsidiary of Toei, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it the same division that worked on Sonic OVA?
I want to say it is, but I'm not entirely certain on that. The only other things I know Team Junio for is that they did animate a few episodes of the Batman animated series.
Oh. Okay, so for Jordy and I, because I think Hype already knows it, but for Jordy and I, James, what is the story of Sonic CD?
So, Sonic, by his lonesome, has decided to go check out the little planet that hovers over the planet every other year, for at least one single day. Though, as you can tell by the chains, someone's hijacked it, and is turning it into his next big mechanical base.
Crap.
Yep, basically, the reason... what am I trying to say? So Eggman basically wants to tap into the power of the low plan, which only comes along every now and then. And apparently Sonic's not alone here. Apparently there is another person that decided to check out low plan herself because she's a bit of a superstitious lot. And she basically gets caught up in the ongoing mess between Sonic and Eggman here. Jordan, do you know who that little girl turned out to be?
Oh gee, I don't know. Why don't you ask me?
Amy Rose! Dang, you're not for a few more games, man. Go to your room.
Okay. No. Already off the bat, I love what a way to kind of start things off. Some neat little perspective twists. And already, how does it feel compared to 1 and 2?
It feels fairly comparable to that of Sonic 1. Now, that being said, I'm also playing the Taxman version, so I actually have the good spin dash as opposed to the crappy spin dash that was one and done in this game. Though that is something you can actually toggle on and off if you want.
Okay.
That's the one thing that definitely makes the Taxman port definitely stand on its own compared to CD. CD, bless its heart for trying, had a lot of weird, control and collision quirks back when it was initially released. The Taxman port here basically touched it all up to make it so that it stands mostly one-to-one with the Genesis games.
And and it sounds like here, James, which soundtrack of the game is this?
I am using the one that matters, the Japanese OST.
Whoa!
Nice. Which definitely has some of those are the main songs that you hear other Sonic games like Mania referencing.
Also, what happened here?
Oh yeah, James, what happened here?
So the big gimmick of Sonic CD is time travel. One thing that's alluded to in subtext is that Little Planet is a world that pretty much lives off of traversal through time, and you primarily do that through these signposts. You can travel to the past, you can travel to the present, and you can travel to the future. Now, depending on your actions, the future can either be a literal hellscape, or it can literally be heaven on a plate.
Yep.
What the hell?
Oh, that is a new associate that Eggman put together. Basically, He decided to make his own Sonic, but that's not the real thing. Those are just like little projectors. Basically, the way you want to change the past to make the future better, there are two methods to kind of do that. One is to find a robot generator somewhere in the past. You basically just have to explore around and do it. The other, sort of more tried and true method, is to go to this game's special stage and collect the Time Stones, which is basically this game's replacement for Chaos Emeralds.
Okay. If it helps, James, I could try and pull up a list of where all the robot generators are.
If you would be so kind to, that'd be nice. Though I will say, ladies and gentlemen, just for the sake of speaking of which, here's our first generator.
Ooh.
Don't mind if I do.
There you go. Awesome.
And so now that that's all said and done, the future is more or less restored for this act. So we're gonna head on back to the future if I so can.
Oops.
That is the one thing I don't like about the time signpost is that you literally have to break the sound barrier in order to activate its properties. Though if at any point you stop right when it's getting good, the whole thing just flatlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget where. Okay, here's another one. I forgot if Back to the Future had already come out by now, but
it was already a thing even before Sonic was conceived.
Yeah, it
I
was made in
wonder-
like the 70s, wasn't it?
Then yeah,
Mid 80s.
80s.
then, yeah. I wonder if that was like an inspiration for the whole go fast to time travel thing.
Damn it! Not again.
And as you're seeing here, this actually led to a very unique kind of Sonic experience in that usually, in order to get the best ending, you just want to go from start to finish, collect a lot of rings, and basically just, don't stop for anything. But Sonic CD kind of encourages a little bit more exploration through the areas.
That they do. And I mean, that is pretty much the one thing that either makes this a game that you'll either love or that you'll find that you'll be very indifferent to, because it's very much the exploration-based aspects of the game that can very much slow the game down to a crawl if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so I think at this point, folks, I'm just wasting time, because what I wanted to try doing is I wanted to go back to the future, because if I do, and you actually will meet up with that little pink hedgehog that we've been alluding to, right before you end it.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, well, let's give that a shot. Like, let's do our best to at least show that on. There's another signpost.
I think that's the one you already went through.
Yeah, that one's already been used up. That's another thing I don't like about this game, is that signpost can only be used once and only once.
Oh, that's kind of...
And just like that, we're already at the goal. So unfortunately, our early Amy cameo will not be present for this playthrough.
I mean, honestly, in character, I feel like Sonic wouldn't really be that bothered by it.
I'm sure
of course
we'll see
not.
her again later. So how about this part? James, how do you unlock bonus stages in this game?
Same thing as Sonic 1, collect 50 rings before you reach the end.
Alright. So, and these are the ones that Sonic Mania emulated the most.
Yep, this is Sonic CD's special stage, where the main goal is to destroy all the UFOs inhabiting the zone.
Alright then. Woo.
Also be wary though, because you are also under a time limit, which will decrease rapidly if Sonic's feet touch the water.
Got it. Oh, nice. So it also kind of looks like you're auto, like you're always accelerating forward.
Yep, you're going forward at all times, and depending on the circumstances, you can collect power-ups from these blue UFOs that'll make you go even faster. And that's actually another thing regarding Sonic CD's Taxman port, is that Taxman made sure to change up some of the graphics for the UFOs depending on their properties. Like the purple ones, they're just the simple fodder you gotta destroy, but the blue ones are the ones that gives you the special perks, like the speed up.
Okay.
And with that, we've collected our first of 7 time stones.
Okay, so 6 more to go. And I'm assuming, just like with Sonic 1, we're going to try and prioritize getting rid of as many of them as we can early on, while the getting's good.
Yep, in which in doing so, the good ending is more or less assured, and you really don't even need to worry about the robot generators afterwards, because every future will be a good future from that point onwards.
Aw, so everyone's all nice and happy. And actually, yeah, there's another future pole back there, I think.
Actually, it's a past one, which is probably a convenient sort for me, because I want to go to the past anyway.
Oh, what are we looking for there?
Same thing.
Wait, another generator?
Yeah, there's a generator in every act.
Yep, and that's another thing that's worth mentioning about the robot generators, is that once you blow them up for good, all the enemies in that level will be destroyed.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, so here, I'm looking up a list of them now. So the one in number 2 is driven off the tunnel, dash from the right most central platform with the past signpost into the tunnel. So apparently, so it's a little bit in the middle of the level. You want to kind of aim a little bit high up. It's going to be on top of some platforms. Whoa!
Sounds about right.
These darn shoes.
Oh yeah, no, and I will definitely say, folks, that considering my current route, I probably won't be getting all the robot generators anyway, because again, like, once you get all the time stones, that becomes a complete non-issue. And probably for the best, because I know some of them in particular are stupidly obtuse.
Right, I guess we should say, yeah, Sonic CD was also unique in that it has multiple ways to achieve the best ending in the game.
I think it's probably it's one of the only games I can think of that actually does try for multiple ways of getting a good ending.
Okay, let's check.
Let alone in Sonic.
What do you say about everything you're seeing so far, Jordan?
Well, first off, I do apologize if I'm not saying much. I was at work earlier and I'm a little tired, but I'm enjoying the view. Seeing James trying to traverse through time, as they say.
Have you ever played Sonic CD yourself?
There it is.
I think I tried it once on the, was it the Mega Collection or something else? I'm trying to remember.
Gems Collection. Sonic CD only got a re-release on the Gems Collection, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I don't think I ever played Sonic CD. Yes! And from what I've heard, it's one of the harder games.
We did it!
I would not recall it one of the harder. Well, I guess it's probably one of the harder games for its own reasons, but otherwise, it's still a pretty, it's a pretty cozy ride, all things considered, if you know what you're doing.
Oh, hey, let's just use that spring we found again.
That is one thing worth noting, though, is that certain geometry does change depending on the time zone you're in.
Right,
I know there's one loop you can find in Collision Chaos that completely changes if you're in the past compared to the present. But yeah, since we got everything all said and good, this is the good future of Palm Tree Panic.
Everyone's happy!
Super duper happy. It's like, jeez.
And yeah, as you're hearing here, the music in this game is they took advantage of that CD peripheral or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, the Sega CD peripheral. I mean, if you knew what to do with it, you can make some pretty damn good stuff with it.
Absolutely.
So that being said, though, I think everyone probably knows this story by now. But for the sake of the U.S. release, Sega's American division decided that this seems a little too cheery for Sonic for a Sonic game. So they got someone else to compose that OST for us.
Really?
I forget who the dude's name is off the top of my head, but I can only think of maybe 2 songs that he made that I think are pretty decent, but the rest of it just pales in comparison to this.
Gotcha, okay.
Alright, so, with that said, Sonic has made a good future all around for Palm Tree Panic, and before we do head on to our first boss, we got ourselves another special stage to progress through, and this is honestly something I do like about Sonic CD special stages, that, well, first of all, you don't have to worry too much about the half-pipe from Sonic 2 or the labyrinthine mess that was Sonic 1's trippy special stages. Here it's more so along the lines of, again, it feels like a pseudo Mode 7 sort of thing.
I think so. Like, I definitely feel like you have a lot more control and there's less, like, how to put it, like, nice. Well, it's like the issue is that, like, with Sonic 1s, you did have some control, but the issue was it was very easy to, as we saw in some of our test recordings, kind of, more or less, dick yourself at the very end. And with Sonic 2's bonus stages, although it was very easy to farm them, the tricky part with that is that if you just got unlucky and missed a ring or two, you're kind of in a dead man walking scenario and won't be able to win it. Here it pretty much just feels like any other game, and you have a lot of control of where to move and stuff. And
it did get better with the attachment port, because I remember in the Sega CD original, like, if you can adjust to it, but it was kind of on the slow side of things.
Okay.
Like the frame rate chugged a bit.
I will say also to kind of put my experiences out there is that I have watched people play this game, but I did not actually I never owned a Sega CD, nor did I, up until these PC ports and stuff, have much of a, means of access to playing the game.
Which is fair. Whoa. I mean, again, this is very much one of the more obscure games in the franchise, and I mean, it thankfully got a bit like a new light once Taxman came into the scene with his update port, and well.
That's
He's pink!
That's some kind of device there, Eggman.
Mind if I smash it?
Also one of the best boss songs in classic Sonic history. Oh, that was...
That was it! That was it!
That was literally it. Yeah, no, a lot of the boss fights in... Whoops. Excuse me.
Whoops!
That was a mulligan.
Alright.
But what was I gonna say? A lot of the boss fights in Sonic CD are much more puzzle-based than your traditional Eggman boss fight.
Oh.
Like, if you know what you're doing, they can literally go down in no time flat.
Whoa, back up there. Was that the first time Sonic was ever voice acted?
I believe so. Oh yeah, by the way, here's our first appearance of Amy Rose.
Hi!
Hey, what? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Does she,
I wanna love you!
Does she do
Can
any...
you go away, please?
No!
Whoa!
And here's our other new character for the game, Metal Sonic.
Hey, thanks, bro.
No.
Put it down!
So this is where everything started with Sonic and Amy being more or less this game's Peach. At least when she started off.
About as close to a Peaches as you can get. And I remember, I don't know which region it was, apparently in like a vain attempt to connect to the comics, the instruction manual from one of the regions kept insisting that Amy was called Sally.
Oh yeah, Princess Sally. Yeah.
Yeah, well, though I will admit though I am baffled that between the TV show, very successful one at that, and the comics, I'm surprised they never made a like official Sonic game with Princess Sally in it.
They almost did.
They came close, but it never got made.
Darn.
And if you want to be technical, she does appear in Spin Dash.
Fair.
Spinball.
Spinball, I mean.
That's fair. Like a number of things like the Jim Cummings Eggman design appear in that one as well, I think.
Actually, no, that was still roughly Game Eggman. They just kind of, like, enunciated his menace in that. I do know that in, like, the Game Gear version, or at least certain versions of the Game Gear version, they used AOSTH Eggman on the cover.
Huh.
Which
I believe...
really very unnatural compared to what we had previously.
Yes. Yeah. Careful. Well, I mean, because didn't they use AOSTH in Mean Bean as well?
Well, yeah, well, to be fair, that game was just, like, very straight up trying to, like, ape off of AOSTH, so...
Yep.
That's
Also,
fair.
you may have noticed up there, but that right there is where a robot generator would be, but it's all broken up.
Well, doesn't that mean that we won then? Like, it's already broken up. We did it.
No.
Curse you, time paradoxes. Fine. All right. Well, at this point, I'd say you've shown off the whole mechanic and what it does, so I'd say no pressure on that anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. In all fairness, I wasn't aiming to get them all anyway. It was primarily there just to show it off.
Actually, James, one thing for me, though. Would you mind going back there and showing people what the bad future looks like?
Sure, if I'm able to.
Okay, because I saw a future post over here. Whoa.
I just gotta be careful.
there it is.
Because those slicer likes are not very fun to deal with.
Really
I
noted.
imagine not. They're
Yeah.
spreading their crop dust everywhere.
Momentum.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna. Oh, never mind.
There it is.
I-
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say, before you found that out, looks like that super precious peel-out didn't work out. Well, that's another thing that kind of makes CD pretty special. It introduced a new type of
Nice.
move for Sonic called the super peel-out, which is basically just a neutered spin dash.
Yep.
It's more like it's faster than the spin dash, but but at the cost of being vulnerable once you use it. Though, assuming you know what you're doing, that could be very much negligible, as I'm about to showcase.
Oh yeah, you just hold down at the very end so that you can keep your spin ball, and yeah, as you're seeing here, Jordy, if we don't save if we don't destroy the roboticizers, the future becomes a huge Robotnik wonderland.
I mean,
I
this is
can
pretty much
see
what
that.
This is everything that Eggman wanted, and then some.
Walking in a robot wonderland.
Which is why we're going to go back.
Also, no offense, but the level's a little flashy for my tastes.
It's a lot of neon. It's a casino-esque area. I believe this is called Collision, and actually, funny you say that, I think this level's called Collision Chaos, as
Yes, it is.
seen here.
Still, it's like a little too flashy for me.
Don't worry, you can look away.
okay.
I will say, I will say that another neat little thing, I guess, a quirk of having the past, present, and future is, I do think it's pretty neat how, let me listen. I do think it's neat how every stage in this game ends up having, like, 3 to 4 different songs per stage as a result.
Yeah, and I think that is the most ambitious thing about this game, if not just for its very aesthetically pleasing style to it.
Whew. Here we go.
Now we're heading on to Sea Lab.
Oh my gosh, it does actually look like it does look like.
Welcome to Atlantis.
Atlantis.
In the year 2000.
Oh, boy.
In the far off year of the year 2004. And everyone's like, it's 2021. 2004.
I thought the joke was like in the far off year of 2001.
Then he looks at his calendar and it's 2004. Something about that joke just works perfectly for me.
By the way, considering where we're at now in the year 2021, do you think Lucky was able to make it to Wacky Wonderland or whatever that was called?
One day.
Didn't they end up going to
Lucky,
that?
yeah.
Didn't they end up going there in the movie anyway? I mean, keep in mind, I haven't seen the whole thing myself.
Well, they took a different route, I thought. But yeah, no, they fortunately did not take the route that Plucky wanted them to take. So I think they made it out all right. I will say, random thought, because I was looking at it on Steam the other day because I wanted to find some games to play, and I was for some reason having a really big hankering to play Call of Duty Zombies, like the Nazi zombie mode, because that actually is really fun. Because it's backing up, it's actually really fun. It's not the same, PvP. Oh my gosh, shoot everything. I
mean, in all fairness, the whole zombie trope of Call of Duty became popular for a reason.
Right. And no, it was super fun. It's basically a big survival mode kind of thing, and the other big thing why I think it's really fun is every level usually has a secret like Easter egg that almost ends up becoming very puzzle-like, like in a Zelda sort of thing. There's some density to it, but I will say that's not the thing I'm gonna get upset about. Hype. The thing I'm gonna get upset about is Black Ops 1 is over 10 years old, but on Steam, Activision is still selling it for $40.
Ugh. I mean, they're gonna do. Oh yeah, one other thing that might also be worth mentioning is that while you're in the present or the future, you'll notice that certain badniks look a little worse for wear. I mean, this guy may not seem like it, but he doesn't quite have his his stabby thingies no more. Right for the taking.
Wow.
I was gonna say, game one.
Oh,
chance
another. Here, perfect example. See these two badniks?
Mm-hmm.
What are those? That's my boy.
Just take our word for it.
But yeah, no. But I agree with what you're saying. Like, as we've been playing through these levels, I've noticed that some of the enemies have like parallel versions in those time periods, at least in the past. Also, I don't know if it was just, it may be a reference to how we are technically on a little planet, but I noticed that when we got really high up in the air, you actually could see like ground up there. Like, it wasn't just a normal skybox. Like, it was just the actual planet Mobius above us.
Mm-hmm. Or, Sonic's world.
In Sonic's world.
In his world.
Jinx.
There you go. Genuinely and unironically good Sonic song, regardless of the game it came from.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, I think that is like the one genuinely good thing most people can agree on, that like, in spite of 06 being 06, it has probably one of the best soundtracks in the series.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So James, how about while you get through this puzzling area, what were your experiences like discovering and/or playing Nice and/or playing Sonic CD?
Well, my friend, it all started in the magical year of 2002 when I got the Sonic Mega Collection, which pretty much was my kid's self dream come true, considering I played with the Genesis stuff at the time.
Yeah.
And it had my favorite game on there, Sonic 3, along Sonic and Knuckles, and so on and so forth. Although, in the movie section of, in the extra section of Sonic Mega Collection, there was a couple of movies in there. Two of which were actually the opening and ending to Sonic CD. And I was rather enthralled by this really, really appealing anime art style to it. And I'm just wondering, like, can I play that?
Yeah, I do wonder why they didn't bother adding that into that collection, but still add in, like, the cutscenes for that game.
Well, I know for the sake of the Mega Collection, they exclusively stuck to the stuff that was on the Genesis.
Right.
Even though Sonic CD was pretty much made for an add-on for the Genesis.
And then I guess I will say the way your mind immediately went to, I want to play that rather than I want to see where that goes, just because the art style, I forgot what was the name of that project that's being worked on, that guy wants to make a Sonic game with like 2D animated cartoon art style based on that OVA.
Sonic Freedom.
Yeah, that.
I'm really looking forward to see where that goes because I want to see more of that.
Me too. Like, it does look... from what I heard, I think they have to rely on... Oh, jeez. I
Oh,
remember.
boy.
I will say, out of all the special stage aesthetics, I actually like this one the most.
It almost looks like what Angel Island could have been.
Yeah, if Angel Island, if Knuckles wasn't an idiot.
Either that or Babylon. I don't know.
I mean, actually, now it does kind of look like a
Babylon Garden?
Babylon
Yeah.
Garden from
Before it got
in its
ruined.
prime.
Okay. So, but yeah, okay, that's fair. And then, so after you saw that, like, where did you first end up finding and finally getting your hands on Sonic CD?
Well, I know by that point I started to become enthralled with retro game collecting, and I know one game I really wanted to get was the PC version of Sonic CD because I was actually aware of its existence. Unfortunately, every version I could find of it didn't really work worth a salt, so my dreams would be dashed until the eventual release of the Sonic Gems collection, which is an okay port.
Did it have the Japanese and American version, or just the American?
It only had the American version, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh shit! Oh shit!
oh.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay. Just aim. Oh no.
Or I could do this.
Oh.